Welcome back, savages, to another video. So I was having a bit of a clear out of some old drawers that I've never used for a long time, and would you believe I found an assortment of really old phones. So we've got 17 old school phones here, ranging from Nokia's to Mitsubishi's, Vodafone. So we're going to look at them to see just how many of these work. Alongside that, I've got a massive pile of chargers, so it's going to take me some time to try and figure out if some of these chargers will actually work with these phones and whether these phones are dead or not. So let's go ahead and try it. Okay, here we are several hours later. I've had all the phones on charge, not really looked at whether they've been charging or not. So now is the moment of truth. Let's see which ones switch on and which ones don't. So starting from the left, let's go first with a Nokia. Nokia 3100. See if it switches on. On-off buttons on the top here. This one came out in 2003. No, completely dead. Okay, next up is a really well built phone, quite heavy. It's got the flip down clip here at the bottom, which just basically conceals the keyboard, which is quite nice and still works quite well. Let's turn that on and see if it works. So this model is the MT230. This came out in 1998. It's got the stubby aerial here on the top, but no, doesn't look like that's going to turn on either. Okay, next one is a Panasonic. This one here, and this is the Panasonic EBG520. Again, it's got the stubby aerial on the top. Let's see if it switches on. This one came out in 1998 as well. No, completely dead. So far, 3 out of 3 dead. Next one is the Panasonic. This is another one. This is the EB500. Let's try and switch that on. This one also came out in 1998. Nope, completely dead. 4 dead so far out of 4, not looking good. Then we've got this weird looking one. Again, this looks quite old as well. This is actually a Vodafone NM1, came out in 1997. Let's see if we can switch this one on. Not expecting this to come on, and it hasn't. Okay, next down the line is this Mitsubishi. Similar to the previous one, it's got the flip down thing at the bottom here, conceals the keyboard. Let's try and switch this one on. Now this one is the MT430 model, which came out in 1998. Totally dead, still doesn't work. But still a very nice looking phone. I like the green colour, very nice. Shame it doesn't work. Okay, next up is a Nokia. This one here, it's a Nokia 8910. Came out in 2002. What I like about this is if you press the sides here, watch what happens. The whole phone just flips up to reveal the keyboard. Pretty cool. Will it switch on? No. Afraid not. Completely dead. Right, so that's 2, 4, 6, 7 phones done, 7 dead so far. On to a bit more of a cooler looking Nokia, this one here. This is a Nokia 6220C. Came out in 2008, so it's a bit newer than the ones that we've looked at so far. Now this was a Symbian phone. On-off buttons on the top here. Let's give it a try and see if it comes on. Nothing. Completely dead as well. But when this did work, it was quite a slow phone. It's a shame because it's a nice looking phone. It's got a little notch here which reveals the camera. It's quite a lightweight phone as well. Good little phone to have that. And Bluetooth symbol there on the right. Next up was this flashy looking number. It's quite a collector's item these days, I'm told. But what happens is when you flip it up, it's got a keyboard in there. Very well made phone, quite heavy, Screen is probably one of the best screens I've seen in terms of not being scratched. Stainless steel construction. Will it switch on though? Let's give it a try. Oh, got a picture. Oh, got the Nokia startup sound. Ah, that's a shame. You can hear the tones of the keys, but it looks like the screen's just going to stay white. Oh well. Nice looking phone. Shame the screen's gone. And this came out in 2005. This is the Nokia 8800D. Okay, next up, I don't have the case for this one, but it's a Nokia 3310 from 2000. Switch it on from the top. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Never mind. On to the next. Next one is another Nokia, quite sparkly looking one. This is a Nokia 5110. This came out in 1998. Let's see what happens with this one if you switch it on. Oh yes. Bingo. Works straight away. No boot up delay or anything. It just says insert SIM card. Yep. Keypad works quite well. So there you go. 1 out of 11 so far, so it's not bad. At least we've got one working. Let's move on to a Samsung. We haven't had one. So this is a dinky little phone. This is the Samsung E370, and it was a flip-up phone, and you switched it on by just pressing the red button there. Oh yes, no problems booting up whatsoever. This came out in 2006. Insert SIM card. Looking good. Keeping with Samsungs, this is a similar model that came out in 2004. This is the Samsung D500. So again, this was a flip-up phone as well. And let's see if that switches on. Yep. Yeah, you're getting the logo, which is good. Fantastic. Screen's working quite well. So as you've probably noticed, Samsungs have always booted up pretty quickly, so quite impressive phone. Keys are all working as well by the looks of it. Great stuff. Next up is a dinky little Nokia. This is the Nokia 8210. Came out in 1999. Very compact, very light. Wasn't a colour screen on this one, but let's see if it works. Switch it on from the top here. Oh yes, green LED. Nokia logo on the screen. Oh, and then it's gone off. That's a shame. At least it booted up. Next up is the successor to the Nokia 8210. This was a Nokia 8310. This came out in 2001. This is probably one of my favourite phones of all time. Again, very compact. Built on the strengths of the 8210. Switched on from the top. Let's see if that works. Nice clean screen. Good visibility of the screen to read it. It looks like it's working great, that. Love that phone. Brilliant. Now, next one is another Nokia. Now, they started getting a bit bigger, these phones. This one came out in 2006, and this is the Nokia N73. Let's see if that boots up. Buzzed. Will it come on now? Oh yeah, Nokia startup screen. It takes a while to load up because these were like classed as Symbian phones, so there's a lot more to load up. It's got a colour screen as well. Will it get past the logo though? Yep, there we go. Good screen. Keys are still working, which is great. Don't know what it's installing now, we'll get out of that. But yeah, looking good. Good little phone that as well. The only problem with these Symbian original phones was they were very slow. The software was very buggy and they did get slow as time if you didn't reboot them at least once or twice a day. Untrusted software. I don't know if you saw that message, but you used to get a lot of them kind of messages coming up as well. Last but not least, it is the Nokia E52. Probably one of my favourite phones from the Symbian series. This came out in 2012. Let's see if this one comes on. Always kept it in a nice leather case with a clip on it, in case I ever dropped it, but it was a very lightweight phone compared to the ones that you get these days. Will it come on? Oh, you can just about, yep, there we go. Got the boot up screen with the Nokia logo. Offline at the moment, but yeah, that was a great phone. And before the days of jailbreaks and everything, you could actually hack Symbian and install your own apps. So well before even the likes of jailbreaks on iPhones and rooting of Samsungs and Android phones, you could originally actually hack Symbian phones and put your own apps on. So this is one of the phones that I used to have all kinds of apps on, and it worked great, and it still looks like it boots up just fine now as well. So there you go, just a trip down memory lane for some of the phones that I've got from all the way from the late 1990s all the way up to 2012. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, like, and let me know if you want to see any other nostalgic videos like this, and I'll definitely put them up on the channel. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.